Yes, students. So now this is the last cycle that we should know, and this contains the maximum amount of our atmosphere. Yeah, I am talking about nitrogen, and here is the nitrogen cycle. So this is again the very easy part, that you know that nitrogen is containing 78% of our atmosphere, and with this amount that we can say a large amount of nitrogen is present in us. How? Because you know that 78% is here, so we can say directly or indirectly it is going to be a part of our body. Now I have told you that carbon is very important for our body. In the same manner, every living organism that is present on this planet is made up of carbon, that again is also made up of nitrogen. How come? Because it is very important part for protein synthesis. Okay, without nitrogen, protein is not going to be present. So protein synthesis is happened with the nitrogen only. How? You know that here atmospheric nitrogen, we are having a lot of atmospheric nitrogen, and that is done by the nitrification. Nitrification is the process in which what we are doing, we are making the any organism like rhizobium, microorganisms, little different things that is present small amount in the soil, so they are fixing it. It is known as nitrogen fixation also. So nitrification is done by these organisms, and it get mixed up with the soil and get absorbed by the plants, and now these plants are making the use of it, and then it is again going to be make protein synthesis with the help of nitrate. Like nitrogen is also convert itself into the form of nitrate and nitrites. Okay, so these are basically chains. नाइट्रेट्स एंड नाइट्राइट्स क्या है? नाइट्रोजन का ही दूसरे केमिकल फॉर्मूलाज हैं. सो दीज आर व्हाट? दीज आर मेकिंग डिफरेंट प्रोटीन चेन्स एंड आर यूज्ड फॉर डिफरेंट प्रोसेसेस. जैसे नाइट्राइट होता है, इसका फॉर्मूला N3 होता है, नाइट्रेट होता है NO2 फॉर्मूला होता है. सो डिफरेंट फॉर्मूलाज है, बट मेन कंपोनेंट क्या है इनके अंदर? दैट इज नाइट्रोजन ओनली. सो दिस साइकिल इज बेसिकली इज शोन दैट नाइट्रिफिकेशन होता है, फिर एटमॉस्फेयर में और इंडस्ट्रियल यूज में भी यूज आता है नाइट्रोजन, प्लांट्स में प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस के यूज आता है. ओके, और अमोनिया बनाने के लिए भी आता है. अमोनिया इज NH4. Okay, so that ammonia is also made up of nitrogen because nitrogen is chemically here. So ammonification is also done. For the process, nitrification is also done, and then it get convert itself into nitrites and nitrates, that are another formula of nitrogen, and again with the help of denitrification. जैसे हमारा पहले नाइट्रिफिकेशन हुआ था कि नाइट्रोजन के कंपोनेंट्स को ब्रेक करके हमने डिफरेंट पार्ट्स में डिफरेंट फॉर्मूलाज में सॉइल में इसको मिक्स करवाया था. देन इट गेट यूज्ड अप बाय द प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स, देन अगेन मेकिंग द नाइट्रेट्स एंड नाइट्राइट्स दैट आर पार्ट ऑफ द फोटोसिंथेसिस, प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. एंड प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस होने के बाद then again इसका denitrification होता है, and denitrification again making it in the form of ammonia or directly releasing nitrogen gas into the atmosphere. Like penguins are releasing ammonia in the large amount. Okay, in large component they are releasing ammonia. So that is making in their when they eject out something. So that is the part, the ammonia is also a part of that ejection. That is again get into the environment, and environment is again regaining the amount of nitrogen. So here with this whole chain, as you can see, that nitrogen fixation is done, and that is used by the green plant, by the protoplasm, and then again to the other parts, then ammonia, that ultimately it is going to convert into the ammonia, and ammonia is again used by the other forms of the nitrates and nitrites, and then again going to be denitrification and get released into the atmosphere. So this is how nitrogen cycle works, and here the terms, that is ammonification and the nitrification, is introduced for you people. Ammonification is for ammonia basically, that is the process by which soil bacteria decompose that and organic matter into the ammonia. Okay, ammonia is again used for some protein synthesis process, and that making protein chains very big. So that is the reason that why we are having different colors of plant, different types of humans, like different faces. We all are having different faces because of these protein synthesis. Like if the chain of carbon is present, you know that we all are made up of carbon. So here carbon is having a capacity to make a whole big chain like this. Okay, so at the part, like let's suppose here is ammonia present, so it is like this, it is attached here. For a while this ammonia is here, so this is making a protein chain. Nitrogen is here, or we can say RNA, that is again a form of protein synthesis formation that is done by RNA. It includes nitrogen, and whenever it is attached in the carbon chain, it is making the use and purpose that how the protein looks like. So again different proteins would be like here in this chain, it is attached to the second carbon. It might be having a more long chain and it is attached to the third carbon. So at the different positions, like different nitrogen components are attaching, so they are making different protein cells, and different protein cells are now making different faces, different colors. All these are bases of the nitrogen. So this is why ammonification is what? This is the process, basic process of decomposing the organic matter and releasing ammonia into the soil. And nitrification is the same process as the ammonification, but in this case what we are doing, we are converting nitrites and nitrates, and these are going to be decomposed and release themselves, mix themselves with the soil, and that soil is again used by the plants for protein synthesis. So students, I hope this chapter is very well understood to you, and this is all basically about environment and human life. This is all going to be synced by like how living and non-living creatures are going to link with each other, how they are basically relate to each other. So this is what our living ecosystem. So I hope this chapter is very well understood to you people, and now the question answers are going to be awaited for you. So practice well and all the best for your exams.